Murder on the Orient Express. This is a film directed by Kenneth Branagh and starring Kenneth Branagh, and also stars a huge-ass amount of A-listers in the cast, including Johnny Depp, Judi Dench, Daisy Ridley, Penelope Cruz, Willem Dafoe, Josh Gad. I'm telling you, this movie is packed with stars. But basically, someone gets murdered on a train and everybody's a suspect until proven guilty. And the detective on the train, played by Kenneth Branagh, has to figure out who was the killer. Now, I have the unpopular opinion why I say this, but I freaking loved the first trailer for this movie. I'm serious, it's probably one of the best trailers of the year. I know some people had a problem with the Imagine Dragons song Believer in the trailer, but I thought it was awesome. I mean, does it fit in with the 19th century? Well, no, but however, I mean, the Hateful Eight trailer, or hell, a lot of Quentin Tarantino's trailers have some sort of modern-ish music. I don't know, I just really like the vibe the trailer was going for. And when the title popped up and you hear the song just really play out, it's just awesome. And so naturally, I was pumped for this movie. And while critics seem to be pretty split on Murder on the Orient Express, I gotta say, I really dug it. I mean, is it a great movie? No, but it is just a little bit below that, which is still really good. Let me just say this first, and everybody who even hates the movie will say that Kenneth Branagh is just yucking up every scene he's in. I mean, I wouldn't even really say yucking up because that would imply that he's silly. I mean, he's not really silly in the movie. Now, does he have comedic moments where his really nitpicky personality comes into fruition? Yeah, but he was amazing in this movie. I really dug Kenneth Branagh in the movie. And the rest of the cast is, well, they're basically what you would expect. They're really good. None of them really stand up to Kenneth Branagh, but then again, he is the main star in all this, so it does make sense. And one thing that I kind of liked about the cast in this movie is that since so many of them were A-listers, it made it a little bit hard to decipher who was really the killer. Because if it was just a bunch of unknowns, or if there was just like one main star amongst the suspects, then it'd be a little bit easier to figure out who was the murderer. But since everybody, well, not everybody, but since at least half of the people are A-listers, it makes it a little bit harder to choose and decipher who is the killer. I also gotta say, the camera work is amazing in this film. There were so many scenes where, like, the camera was kept on the actors for, like, maybe a minute or even more than that. And some of those camera shots that go on for a long time, like, are really long panning shots where you, like, see some of the other actors in the background. I don't know how they got all this cast together for this many scenes that they're in together, because that is just a lot. Like Johnny Depp in a scene with Daisy Ridley and Willem Dafoe and all these people. Like, it really intrigues me if they actually did get all these actors in the same room together a lot, or if it was just like partially done, but they just inserted clips together with CGI to sort of make it look like they're all in the same room. I don't know if they did that, or if they legitimately did get all these people in the movie and all these people in the same scenes together. Whatever the case, it's really impressive. I also really liked the costume designing in this movie. I mean, it really, I don't know, I kind of like old-timey costumes in movies. Like, it really can make it pop out really well, and this movie does that. Now, I do have two flaws with this movie in particular. Now, one of my flaws is that it could have been paced a little bit better in some parts, because some parts of the movie kind of drag on for a while, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of going on for a while, you could probably cut it short. That's one of the issues. Another issue is sort of like, part of it is an issue, but part of it isn't an issue, and this is going to sound really weird. I haven't seen the original Murder on the Orient Express, so I don't know if this movie does that. But what I will say is, from my experience of seeing Murder on the Orient Express, this version, when they revealed who the murderer was, it was both exactly who I thought it'd be, which is the problem, because, I mean, it was kind of obvious who it was going to be, but at the same time, it was exactly who I didn't think it was going to be. I know it sounds strange, but once you see the movie, you'll see why. Now, the reveal that I wasn't expecting about the murderer, that was really clever, but I mean, when it came to the other thing where I knew exactly who it was going to be, I mean, that's really it. I knew who exactly the murderer was. And that's kind of a shame if you're doing a murder mystery, if I can exactly pinpoint who is fully responsible for the murder. I mean, it's kind of... That's not really much of a mystery if I can figure it out on my own. And back to the good stuff real quick, before I give my rating. There's a song during the credits called Never Forget. It is fantastic. I hope this gets nominated for an Oscar for Best Original Song. Or hell, maybe even win, I don't know. I mean, I've looked through some of the movie songs of this year, and it's gonna be some stiff competition. But the song Never Forget is very beautifully done. And strangely enough, the lyrics are written by Kenneth Branagh himself, and the song's performed by Michelle Pfeiffer. Like, Michelle Pfeiffer has that kind of a singing voice? I mean, I did not know this about Michelle Pfeiffer. She has a beautiful singing voice. I always love it whenever an actor can really surprise me as to how well they can sing. Or hell, Kenneth Branagh just proved how well he can write a song. So yeah, when the movie ends, stick around for a while after the credits so you can listen to that song Never Forget. Now, like I said, I really liked Murder on the Orient Express. Is it great? No, I wouldn't say great. Like I said, there is part of the reveal of who the murderer was, which I could easily predict, and there was also some pacing issues. But nevertheless, I had a really good time with Murder on the Orient Express. I really would recommend checking it out, and I'm going to give Murder on the Orient Express an 8 out of 10. I do plan on finishing my Walking With series of reviews pretty soon. It's just, I mean, I'm kind of sick at the moment, so I'm just trying to trudge along this stuff. Hell, I'm even trying really hard to get through this review. So, have you seen Murder on the Orient Express? Are you going to see Murder on the Orient Express? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like, share the video so we can get the channel circulated, and if you want to see more, click this.